She was supposed to be our symbol of hope. Instead, she's become a symbol of silence. When Samia Suluhu Hassan became the first female president in Tanzania and in East Africa's history, millions of women celebrated. As reported by The Guardian, her rise was seen as a powerful step forward for gender equality. A Muslim woman from Zanzibar, breaking barriers in one of Africa's most male-dominated political landscapes. It felt like change had finally arrived. But 4 years into her presidency, that hope has turned into heartbreak. From Nairobi to Kampala to Dar es Salaam, women across the continent are now asking a painful question. Has Samia Suluhu failed the very people who believed in her most? According to Reuters, in May 2025, Tanzania made global headlines when its government detained and deported prominent women activists, including Kenya's former Justice Minister Martha Karua and Uganda's celebrated human rights lawyer, Agather Atuhaire. They weren't breaking any laws. They were simply attending a public court hearing. Yet they were treated like threats. Karua was denied entry at the airport. Atuhaire was reportedly blindfolded, held incommunicado for days, and dumped at the border in a distressed state. Al Jazeera and NPR later reported serious allegations of torture and sexual assault during their detention. Kenyan activist Boniface Mwangi, who was detained with Atuhaire, said plainly, "We were treated worse than dogs." The fallout was immediate. Social media lit up with outrage. Free Karua and Justice for Agather trended in East Africa. Women's rights groups condemned the silence from President Suluhu. The pain was personal. Many had looked to her as a champion of justice, of dignity, of progress. Now they saw someone presiding over repression. And then came the blackout. Just days later, Tanzania banned access to X, formerly known as Twitter. As reported by BBC Africa, officials blamed immoral content. But the ban followed a high-profile cyber attack where hackers posted obscene content and even a fake obituary of the president. Instead of transparency, the government chose censorship. The Citizen reported that many Tanzanians, especially young women, viewed the move as a desperate attempt to silence criticism. Feminists, bloggers, and civil society leaders found themselves cut off from their platforms. "This isn't protection," one activist posted. "It's fear wearing a mask." Meanwhile, back home, the deeper wounds remained. According to Human Rights Watch and Equality Now, child marriage is still legal in Tanzania. Girls as young as 15, and in some cases 14, can be married off. The courts ruled this unconstitutional years ago. But under Suluhu's leadership, no serious legal reform has been passed to end it. Yes, she reversed the Magufuli-era policy banning pregnant girls from school. But that decision came after years of damage, where thousands of young girls were expelled, humiliated, and pushed into poverty. The Guardian called it a welcome step, but also long overdue. So again we ask, where is the bold action women hoped for? When Suluhu took office, many believed that a woman in power would mean real change on the ground. Equal education, protection from abuse, stronger voices in politics. But according to a 2025 report by Equality Now, being a woman in office does not automatically translate into gender justice. It takes more than symbolism, it takes action. And that's what so many women feel is missing. They're not angry just because Samia is a woman. They're angry because they believed she understood their struggle, because they thought she'd be different, and because now they feel invisible again. As one Tanzanian activist said, "We didn't just want a woman in power, we wanted a woman who would use her power for women." So what do you think? Has President Suluhu betrayed the promise of her historic presidency? Or is she still the best hope for women's rights in Tanzania? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. And if this video moved you or made you think, please like, subscribe, and share to help others join the conversation. This is not just about one leader. It's about what we expect from every woman who breaks the glass ceiling and what she owes to the women still standing beneath it. Thank you for watching. Stay engaged, stay informed, and keep holding power to account.